Have you ever had that feeling you find an adorable new doll line and they're so cute you can't decide, so you end up grabbing a few? They're having a great sale and you know prices are about to go up. Thanks, tariffs. So you have to get them now before the cost of collecting skyrockets. You're beyond excited, eagerly awaiting for them to arrive, watching all the review videos in the meantime. Then the moment comes, you open the box and inspect your new doll. She's even more beautiful than you imagined. The hair is soft, the clothes are amazing, and she's super posable for all those photos, just like you wanted. This isn't that video. This is the one where I tell you exactly why I'm disappointed and why I think you should be careful before buying these dolls. Welcome to Amy Plays with Dolls. Let's dive into what really happened. So it started with this Kelly doll. She was my favorite, and her hair was all jacked up inside the box. No hairnet or anything like that, so I reached in to kind of tuck her hair into shape. Right? You can see on the video that her arms are strung too tight and that they just keep snapping back. It won't hold a pose. The elbow joint gives us a slight bend. She'll hold a purse or something, but it's not quite what I was expecting. The wig is green. The wig is green. It looks like she went swimming in chlorine and forgot to wash her hair. And this is not the only quality control issues that I encountered. My expectations were set on the website. Luxurious wig hair, 9 flexible joints. And I'm sure this all depends on what your frame of reference is. If you don't have Rainbow High, Monster High, and more posable dolls, maybe this does seem great and posable to you. If you're used to American High dolls or dolls that don't bend at all, maybe this slight amount of articulation is a huge improvement and you're super happy with that. That's not what I'm talking about, though. And value totally depends on who you're talking about. For me, when I spend $80 on a doll that's sold as an heirloom quality collectible and super posable for all those photos on social media, this is not what I expected. And I don't want to get down on all the channels' videos that I watched that didn't mention any of these things, because their experiences are totally different and their frame of reference, their expectations are different. So I want to be clear that I'm not upset or unhappy with the people who made the videos I watched. When I went back and rewatched all the videos, I noticed nobody ever showed them in a seated position. All of the promotional and other photos are usually just from the shoulders up. Why? Because they're not posable. When you see them in larger groups, they're always just posed standing. They're not really posed in any of the photos, and that could have been a warning to me. Okay, so let's cover some of the positives. Obviously, these aren't the worst dolls ever made in the world, and if money is no object, maybe they are a good value for you. For me, I was hoping to customize them. I thought maybe about changing out the wigs. I didn't know if I could access the eyes to change those out. I was going to add body blushing and paint. Their lack of posability makes that not an appealing option. Their faces are really cute. This face, I believe, is one of the Diana Effner face sculpts. I did read that she was involved with some of the face sculpts, and this to me looks a lot like the little Jenny doll that was very expensive and that I never did get when Diana Effner was selling it. Yeah, so let's see. The dress quality is nice. It's finished nicely and seamed nicely. This doll did come with a purse, which was nice. She came with footless tights and no socks. That was less nice. She does sit with her legs sticking out straight. She has similar articulation to the little $5 dolls on my desk, and those actually have super soft nylon hair, much nicer and better quality than this $80 doll. Whether you root it into a wig cap or root it into the scalp, it should be still done right, in my opinion. Of course, this is just my opinion, and yours might be different. If watching this video upsets you and makes you feel the need to leave me an ugly, rude, or insensitive comment, please click away and do not. I will delete the comment and I will not engage in that. And I'm so sorry if that happens to you. If this is upsetting for you, I am so sorry. I hope it's not as upsetting for you to hear about my dissatisfaction as it was for me to see the state of these dolls. So the smaller dolls, the Siblies, are $80, and then the larger dolls are $130. Got 10 of the dolls. I bought 4 of the Siblies and 6 of the Forever Friends dolls. So I did a short video with my feelings about Callie in the moment when I couldn't sleep and I was so upset. So if you want, real-time reaction to opening her, that's on the short video. You can check that out. I was so surprised it ended up as a short. They just recently said they were extending the amount of time that shorts could be, but I couldn't find where it was. I didn't want to read all of the new terms and conditions. I was so surprised when that 2-minute video uploaded as a short, but if you want to check that out, this is the next doll. I was hopeful with each doll that I opened, at least initially, that it would go well. And spoiler alert, at least for the Siblies, I didn't get any duplicate outfits. The cheaper Sibley dolls, I got 4 individual free outfits in the same order. I ordered 4 Siblies and 3 of the Forever Friends. I got 2 duplicate Forever Friends outfit in this order. And then in my second order, I got another of the exact same Forever Friends outfit. So in my free outfits that I got from the 10 dolls, 3 of them were exactly the same, and that was super disappointing. Upon initially opening this, I'm pretty excited because the free gift looks really cute. I love ballet and ballet-inspired outfits. These are the nicest little ballerina shoes I have ever seen. And when it comes to the quality of the Siblies clothing, I found it to be better than the quality of the clothing for the higher-priced, more expensive dolls. I'm kind of surprised about why she came all dressed. Callie came undressed with her clothes in a little packet. 2 of the video files for this project were corrupted, and so I'm missing some footage here. I don't think my phone liked these dolls either. My first impression on Sunny was that she was presented a little sloppy, but I love her outfit. That little pink sweater is so cute, and it's really well made. Nice quality with working little pockets and everything. I'm running my fingers through the hair to check out the hair quality. And then let me compare it to this little Hey Bestie doll. This doll cost $5 and has super soft nylon hair. And unfortunately, Sunny's hair is not living up to that. So if you have these dolls and you're thinking, I think their hair is soft. Soft compared to what? It's all, what you're used to. I buy nylon hair to root dolls and to use for my dolls. For small dolls like this, I would use nylon, mohair, saran. I would not use human hair. Human hair-sized hair is way too coarse for these size dolls. Part of me has to wonder if I'd pulled this little doll out of the box first, if I would have been so unhappy with all of the other dolls. I definitely would not have been happy about their lack of posability or the soft hair. I'm sure that would be the same. But would I have been so unhappy that I was in tears over it? Probably not. I would have been hugely disappointed, but not like I had wasted my money and flushed it down the toilet, which is sort of how I feel now. She does have a super cute outfit. Her little sweater's nice. I love a doll in a little beret or with a French-themed outfit. This second outfit that came free with the little rainbow skirt and the unicorn, that's pretty cute. I feel like it should have come with something more for $35 retail, but maybe I'm too picky. Next doll up is Minnie. I was very excited about getting her. I love her darker skin tone and her cute little hair. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think her hairstyle is called Bantu knots. The little outfit that came with this is super cute. I wasn't in the mood to inspect it. Let's get her out and take a look and see if her wig has all those weird short little hairs. Oh, surprise. It sure does. She came carefully wrapped so that I can easily get the scissors under there and get it off. She didn't come with painted nails or applied lashes like the Forever Friends dolls do. I still felt like of the two, the Siblies is a better value, especially considering the fact that their clothes are better quality and they're cheaper, so that's nice. Oh look, this little doll had socks! Again, the cheaper doll came with socks for her tennis shoes. They have socketed heads, ball socketed heads, so that their heads are super posable. Okay, that 30-minute section was the other Sibley doll. We lost the other Sibley doll. Frida here is the first of the Forever Friends dolls, so hopefully we didn't lose any Forever Friends footage. Her wig does look nicer. That more coarse hair type is more suitable for this larger size doll, although I would still prefer to have the super soft nylon hair. I feel like these wigs are stuck in the 80s. These are the quality of doll wigs that I would have expected back over 30 years ago when I first started collecting dolls, and not what I expect from an heirloom quality doll in the 21st century. The outfit is really nice. The jacket that came with her does have a functioning zipper. The downside of this outfit is there's no lining for the skirt. Shall I bring in my $5 doll and show you her skirt? I just can't. I've made dolls and I'm just not seeing where the value is here. All right, moving on to the next doll. Fresh doll, fresh attitude. I was gonna have a fresh attitude. I'm not even gonna mention that bunched up skirt and how sloppy she looks in the box. She got the Sunday afternoon tea outfit as her free gift. I went on the website to grab some screenshots. I didn't look at any of the outfits before ordering, so I wouldn't get my hopes up. Boy, was that disappointing. There's some really cute outfits over there. I wouldn't know. I got 3 of the same one. There was all this cute variety. I felt like they just sent me the stuff that isn't selling well because it's not popular, because it's not as cute when it comes to these larger, more expensive dolls. This doll is actually really cute. I like elephants. I like the hearts. Still really unhappy about the fact that it's not lined. She has padded protection on her legs, but none on her hands. Doesn't look like she has any socks. That really bothers me. She can't sit either. Oh, wait, she can. I have one. One of the 10 dolls. This is her. She's the one of the 10 that can actually hold a seated position. Her face is one of the less pretty faces. She looks better on camera in person. She only looks good from certain angles. When you're looking straight on the face, she's got a little bit of a, like she smelled something bad, a little bit of stink face going on. All right, another doll. Hold on tight. We're about to get our second duplicate outfit, and this actually brought me to tears. I just couldn't believe my eyes. Of my $50 free outfits, well, these are on sale, 20% off. But originally priced at $50, I end up with 3 of these. So I'm really unhappy about this. This was the same order, packed at the same time, shipped at the same time. What the f***? Okay, it gets better. Look at her face. She looks green. Yellowish green. Like she's gotten seasick and she's about ready to hurl. Do you see what I'm seeing? I knew that her outfit did not match, but I liked the cute little jean vest, and knowing I'm getting free outfits, I went ahead and got her anyways. This is my biggest regret of the whole haul. When I opened this doll, I did see him like rock in his seat and look taken aback, and he commented on how yellow her skin was and that he was working to get used to it. I wonder if he saw that green undertone that I'm seeing. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Moving on. Let's take a look at what we've got here. We've opened 3 dolls, and look at our 3 free outfits. Isn't this great? If this didn't make my day, I just don't know what would. I'm trying to stay positive, and I realize I'm not succeeding. I really wanted to try to give these dolls a fair shake and to try to be unbiased, and I think I'm just totally unable. Her hair color is pretty, the length is nice, the hairstyle is nice. Her arms also. None of the Forever Friends dolls had any arm padding or protection, even though all the Siblies did. Now, the Siblies didn't extend to their hands because I thought, well, maybe it's just because they're smaller and their fingers are more fragile, but their fingers weren't protected. So I don't understand the inconsistency here. I knew that this outfit didn't match before I bought her. Let's compare the skin tones. And maybe if I bring in another doll, maybe you can see better. Here's the 3 different skin tones. I'd love to know what you think. If you're seeing what I'm seeing. If you're not, again, please be kind and compassionate. That's all I ask. If you disagree, just be kind and compassionate in the way that you vocalize or express your disagreement. You think I'm unhappy about having 2 of these? Just wait until I get a 3rd one. Yeah. $150 worth of the exact same thing. I don't know if they thought I was going to open a store and compete with them. I also don't understand this outfit. Pink lace boots, a sunset, fall-colored skirt, a t-shirt with pink and purple on it. At least she has footed tights, so I won't be complaining about her missing socks. I can't decide if I want to pose her with the vest or without the vest. This outfit is really cute. I'd like it a lot better, of course, if I'd gotten some variety. Just the amount of carelessness that went into the order, I feel, was reflected in the packaging of all of these dolls. I suspect that they've been repackaged into these new boxes, and that who's ever getting hired to do that could care less about how they do it. They're just kind of throwing them in there. If they had protection, then they keep it. If they didn't, they don't. So if it was strapped into a box, then it just doesn't have any. If it's strapped into a window box. It's a cute little outfit. Her face is also really cute. I'd like those boots a lot better if they had Velcro to get into the back. Just because they have laces doesn't mean we want to have to fuss with those every time we're getting the shoes off and on. Just like with human shoes, they have laces, we still get zippers. I really wish these opened as easily as the cowboy boots. And I've just fucking had it with these things. And we're putting on the Mary Janes instead. Here are the 2 dolls with little tulle skirts, and here is my $5 doll that has a lining under her little tulle skirt, and you can see that her part line is done all the way down the back with super soft nylon hair. See the little lining under the tulle skirt? To come is Amina. And she came without any clothes on. So that's kind of hit or miss. When I watched the other videos, it said that only the special dolls came dressed and that all of the other dolls came undressed. That's not been my experience. Of the 10 dolls that I received, 8 of them came dressed, 2 of them came undressed. So to me, it feels like the undressed ones are wrong. We can see that this doll came with no padded sleeves on her arms or her legs. She came with the free sleepover outfit. I'll pop that up on screen since I'm too irritated to get it out. And okay, well, let's get it out. The sandals are cute. They're nicely made. That's a wrap and a headband. Here's the robe. It's silky soft and it has nice detailed trim on it. The little eye mask or face mask. She came with a face mask and an eye mask. The face mask didn't match. Maybe this is COVID doll. She also has a little bit of stink face if you don't have her at the right angle. I don't like that the inside of that fabric is white, that it's been printed onto. That's not great quality. I wouldn't have paid $50 for that. I wouldn't have paid $25 for that. Let's get our nominal protective wrappings off. Her part line has the exact same problem as the other doll. He does have super long hair, and it's in a nice hairstyle. I do appreciate that the boots had Velcro up the back so that they were easy to get on. The little vest is nicely made and super cute. The skirt's also pretty nice, except for the stupid phrase that it has on it. It's not a logo or anything. I wish I could... I might later see if I can pick off that label, that word that they put on the front of her skirt. What little girl's gonna wear a skirt that says that on... What skirt would say that on it? But I can overlook that. Again, if everything else had been fine, the part light had been fine, she would sit in the seated position. All right, this doll is our next doll. Recompose myself. We've got little Alex here. I think he's pretty cute. Don't understand those shoes. Look back over the colors of his outfit. I don't see anything with those colors. Here's his free outfit. I don't think he'll be wearing the booty shorts. I can't imagine who would pay $50 for that outfit. Again, I wouldn't. I 100% would not. And the lace-up shoes, I know, will be a lot of fun to get onto his feet. The shoes that came with him have that lime yellow highlighter yellow color that I hate. I have painted over that color on more things than I can count. Doesn't match anything. The little orange shoes match, but I don't think they're worth the trouble to put them on. I did reach out to customer service. One of the most heartbreaking things about this was that I'd hoped to develop a relationship with the brand. I had hoped that someday they might send me some free dolls because they'd be so excited with the beautiful review that I did on this. That's never going to happen. I did not hear back from them. When I asked them for more information about the hair quality and what the hair fibers are made out of, things like that, I mentioned all of the problems that I have here, and I heard absolutely nothing back. I'd already reached out to support and made contact with someone and added it to that chain of emails. Crickets. So the customer service is non-existent. Concerns about quality control or quality in general, those won't be answered. If you think something was missing from your order, they'll answer that. But when I messaged them, they knew I was planning on doing a review video. They already had the link to my channel. I think it would have behooved them to put in their 2 cents. I don't think it's helping their case any. So his little t-shirt is well constructed, as are the little jeans that he comes with. They are a bit short and kind of high-rise, and all of these dolls, the waistbands were a bit too tight and didn't want to close. I'm not sure that tucking in the shirts would be an option. There's no give or stretch to the waistband, so there's no forcing it to close, really, because the dolls also have no give in their bodies. I love his little flannel shirt. I'm not sure why they went to all the trouble to button it all the way up, since we'll only have to unbutton it. So much care went into buttoning that shirt, and then so little care went into things that were more important. Let me hike these up and see if I can get it closed. I like the little button detail. That's cute. The fabric choices are nice. And because the pants fit too tightly and there's no give, if you do try to sit him down, it will just pop open again. Look, it's a free outfit. My third of the exact same outfit. I'm not amused. I'm 100% not amused. Out of the $130 price point, I was counting on having a $50 valued second outfit. Unless I want them all to be dressed exactly alike, that's not happening. When I'm opening the video, I'm crying at this point. So now, instead of muting to keep out unpleasant language, it's so you don't have to hear the weeping. The pitiful weeping in the background of this video. I was really looking forward to this doll. Her cute little ripped up jeans and her little jean jacket. She's got cute little shoes. Almost impossible to get her feet into, but she's got cute little shoes. And look, she didn't come with any padding or wrapping on her arms or her legs. All the Siblies did. I don't understand this. I guess the more expensive dolls don't need protecting, but the cheaper ones do. She's got nail polish, painted fingernails, painted toenails, but she'll be fine. Is in her adorable little outfit with her cute little face. If you work at the shoes long enough, you can get them on, but this part was not fun for me. The shoes are cute, though, and they are well made, like the other clothing items. I suspect they outsourced that. Watching, everyone. I hope this video helped you to get a clearer picture of my experience with Ruby Red dolls. Remember, this is just my opinion, and your experience could be totally different. If you've had a similar experience, I'd sure love to hear about it in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more honest reviews and updates. And if you're interested in seeing these dolls once they're listed on eBay, I'll include the link in the description box once I get them listed for sale. Until next time, stay informed and happy doll hunting.